Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams in the committee ranks basically even. The one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage, as we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And the kickoff will be returned. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Holstein. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's third down.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
Here's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And the ball is picked off.
Well, this is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are, but you just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
They'll hand it off. And he's brought down out at the 46.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Flare! Lasso!
Offense looking to throw the ball. And that pass ball is incomplete. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the Rebels will line up to boot it away. On a punt now for the first time today. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Gaucho!
To the air, it's Holstein. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Okay, ready?
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion.
Gorilla! Gorilla! Cricket!
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The shotgun running play called. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he'll be brought down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Grab down the middle. It's White. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to his target. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Howard. The pass rush closing in. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to the left side. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long.
Easy! Black 24! Black 24!
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, boy, really good execution. Unfortunately, he didn't come down in bounds for the first down. That was a critical stop by the defense.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty.
Ready, set.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Back to pass. It's Holstein. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Razor, razor. Go.
Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Rebels looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's. Down.
1st and goal, handoff. Football comes out.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Sticking with the running game. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense.
Pound 55.
Try and muscle for the 1st down. And the offense going backwards in that play. Defense makes a stop to wrap up the 1st quarter. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Read up. Flip, flip. Bang.
Handoff heading left. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 6-9-1. Gator Spar. Can.
On 3rd and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
On the ready.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive.
Come on, set. Belly stunner. Reload.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up, and you can go get a touchdown.
Here we go.
The quarterback making some changes at the line.
Griffin.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. At the 10 now. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball, but you can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
29.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Gorilla.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to pass. It's Howard. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And he pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And the Rebels churn out another first down.
Get set. Get set.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Lizzie. Easy.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Black 24. Fire. Check. Ready.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They stop him, but it's a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Razor. Flare.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break.
Ready.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10.
Let's. Roll it. Lasso. Ready.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Timber, green 25.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Rebels. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep here. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Belly stutter. Unlock. Igloo.
Here's the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
But I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to throw. It's Holstein. And it's caught across the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
Let's go!
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half.
Hornet! Down!
First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
He missed it. Field goal, no good. So in the second quarter of play, this game remains tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And they'll use the ground game here. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
To throw, it's Howard. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. That completion makes it second down.
Easy.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Short connection to the tight end here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And the Rebels pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Acorn. Acorn. Ready.
They'll run it from the gun. Stop short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Cut, cut, cut. Ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Ready up.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long.
Ringo. Ringo.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Throws to the tight end. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain. The Rebels will have 1st and 10 here.
Cobra.
Toss it to the back, running left. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They'll take the lead in the second half. Now the important point after attempt.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36 and it's first down.
Come on, set. Go.
From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. To the air. It's Holstein. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Shotgun formation here on third down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the fair catch, signaled for and taken. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Let's see if he can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise.
Green 25.
Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
On the ready.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Razor. Here we go. And out.
The shotgun handoff here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz.
Jackrabbit.
Here comes a handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the Rebels will have to kick it away. Back out to punt for the 4th time today. And they've got the returner corralled. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Holstein. Quick throw to his receiver. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Read up. Hey, Cam. Get set. Ready.
Tailback takes the handoff again. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Linebacker shifting around now.
691, Gator Spark. Igloo.
They'll give it to the running back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Got it.
And the Rebels starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Moose. Belly stutter.
Ball handed off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.